Hey everyone, Steven from Straight Fire Picks. We got best bets for NBA on Tuesday, April 5th, 2022. We're going to have NBA player props, spreads, over-unders here for you today. We're going to have 4 picks that I think are great value bets for the Tuesday NBA slate. As always, just want to thank you all for your continued support on the channel. If you're new to the channel here today, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 5,000 subscribers. Can't wait to get there with you guys. We'll be doing a parlay giveaway once we do get there. Quick reminder here at the channel, guys, we are now partnered with Prize Picks. If you guys are interested in signing up for our Prize Picks account, you can get a 100% deposit match up to $100. Use our link SFP for that deposit match. Guys, it's a great app, a lot of fun to use. Really love Prize Picks. Highly recommend it to you guys. Like I said, you get a free $100 deposit match there with the code, or you can follow the link. We'll have that posted in the description and also in the comment section as well. So be sure to check that out, guys. Really cool stuff there. Be sure to also check out our community Discord page as well. It's a great place to connect with our community and to get new ideas for bets. We'll have a link down below in the comment section and in the description of that as well. Just really a great resource, guys. I love the Discord. A lot of good things happening there. People posting a lot of winners there in the Discord, so I highly encourage you to check that out. Be sure to also drop your favorite pick down below for today's action in the comment section as well. If you like your pick included in our comment capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick, and we'll include your pick in the video if it hits. Okay, and now a quick shout out to our Straight Fire MVPs. So you see this beautiful list here running beside me of all of our Straight Fire MVPs. If you guys are interested in becoming a Straight Fire MVP, there is a join button down below. We'll also have a link in the comment section and in the description where you can check that out. Really just a great way to support the channel and what we do here at the channel, guys. It's just $3.99 per month. You get some custom emojis and things of that nature. Okay, now results from the previous episode. So for our comment cappers, we had Gotta Get the Bag calling the Jalen Green over 22.5 points. Was able to cash that one easily. Again, he finishes above 30, which he has for the 4th straight game, so very impressive there. We had Travis Hortman calling the Fred VanVleet over 16.5 points. He cashes this one easily as well. And then we had Cree Money 78 calling the Scotty Barnes over 6.5 rebounds. He cashes there with 7 rebounds. So we'd love to see it. Great call-outs there from our comment cappers. As far as our stream results go, we went 1-2. We were able to cash the D'Angelo Russell over 28.5 PRAs. He ends up getting it done. As far as the other 2 losses, we had Nikola Jokic on the under 29.5 points. He ends up going off and finishes with 38. I honestly thought they played solid defense against him early in a lot of ways. Got him in foul trouble. He was turning the basketball over, but they just could not hold the man down. He ends up going off and finishing for 38. And then we had the Wizards plus 12.5 spread, and they lose by 40. So very disappointing on that end. We did go 1-2, but we're going to bounce back today, guys. Those days are going to happen for sure. We've been on such a great run. We were due for a little bit of a down day there. So let's get back after it today. We're still 21-9 over our last 30 picks, so still clipping at 70%. So let's get back on track today, guys. Let's get this 4-0. Let's get right into our picks. At number 1, we are going with the Atlanta Hawks plus 4 spread here versus the Toronto Raptors at minus 112 odds. So guys, the Hawks here have actually won 4 of the last 6 meetings here with the Raptors, including 2 of the last 3 in Toronto, which we like to see. And the Hawks right now are playing actually pretty good. Both these teams really are, if you look at both these teams. The Hawks, though, have won their last 5 games here in a row, including 3 of the last 4 on the road. Led by Trae Young here, who is averaging 31.4 points per game, 10.7 assists per game in his last 7 games. So he's really been playing great. Hawks have also won 6 out of 7. So, they beat the Knicks, sandwiched in between a loss. So they really have played great here down the stretch. They still have a ton to play for. Hawks here definitely should be motivated. Really, both these teams should be motivated, but the Hawks have a lot more to play for right now anyway. They're trying to get themselves, trying to bump themselves up out of that 8th spot and get out of the play-in tournament, Raptors actually sitting at the 6th spot. So like I said, both these teams really are going to be motivated, but the Raptors have a lot more cushion right now. But right now, should be a lot of motivation really in this game. Like I said, particularly for the Hawks. Right now, last 10 games, Hawks are 8th in offensive rating. They're also playing better on the defensive side as well. 12th in defensive rating here last 10 games. For the Raptors last 10, they are 14th in offensive rating, 2nd in defensive rating. So the Raptors definitely are tough guys. They have a great defense. They usually bring it, particularly on that side of the ball. But I like the success that the Hawks have had overall in this series. Like I said, within the last 6 meetings. Now on the season, Toronto has technically won 2 out of 3. The Hawks did win the last matchup. But I do like the Hawks here to cover plus points here on the road. I think they could get this done. Like I said, they've played better on the road lately. They've, just overall played better lately. Winning 5 in a row. Trae Young really is stepping up and taking it more upon himself, which is what we like to see. And I think they have enough here to get it done here in Toronto and get a big win here on the road. So, love it there, guys. For our number 1 pick, Atlanta Hawks, +4 spread here versus the Toronto Raptors at -112 odds. Okay, and at number 2, we are going with Darius Garland over 2.5 threes here for the Cleveland Cavaliers at -120 odds. So Garland is 4 out of his last 5 to this line, 6 out of his last 10 to this line on the road as well, which we'd love to see that. This game here going to be in Orlando. And Garland's been on a nice hot stretch here from 3. Like I said, in his last 5 games, he's 18 out of 31 from 3. So shooting north of 50%, which is what we like to see. And we also have Rajon Rondo back on the floor here for the Cavaliers, which honestly could help Garland out in a way. I could see Garland playing more on the wing, setting himself up for some more spot-up three-point attempts. His three-point attempts are just mostly created by himself, obviously from the point guard position. So would love to see, a guy like Rondo, get in the paint, create, and actually create for Garland at the three-point line. The dude's been shooting the ball really well from 3 lately. And this is a terrific matchup here against the Orlando Magic, who are allowing the 6th most threes in the NBA on the season, which is what we like to see. And Garland's already cashed in both meetings here, versus the Magic this season. He's already cashed at both those meetings with 3-point logs of 5 and 3. He had 5 last game. So that was a part of this streak that he's on here. So I like it here, guys. We actually, the last time we were here, we played Garland's under on threes because he had an under trend, but he's reversed that, and he's shooting the ball really well from 3 right now. So I want to hop on this while we could still get it at 2.5. Cavaliers still have everything to play for, guys. You're going to see Garland play his full minute load tonight. Garland, in the Cavs right now, currently sitting in the 7th spot. And obviously, if they can, they want to move up out of that. Still could get to the 6th spot with some help. But obviously, they're going to need to win out, and they're going to need the Raptors to also lose a few games as well. So, I already have the Hawks, so I obviously could see that happening as well tonight. So, do love it there, guys. So, for our number 2 pick, Darius Garland over 2.5 threes here for the Cleveland Cavaliers at -120 odds. Okay, and at number 3, we're going with Terry Rozier, under 19.5 points here for the Charlotte Hornets at -116 odds. So, guys, Rozier has been on a great under trend here lately. He is 8 out of his last 9 here to the under, which is what we like to see. We also have Gordon Hayward back on the floor here for the Hornets, which is very significant. Definitely going to eat into Rozier's usage and his shot attempts. We saw him shoot just 9 attempts last game versus the 76ers. Now, that wasn't a blowout, but he just was not that involved in the offense at all. I don't necessarily see it being quite that way necessarily today, but I think we're going to have a lot of opportunity here to cash an under, in a game where, honestly, this could be a blowout again. I could see the Heat blowing the Hornets out in Miami for sure. The Hornets are such a weird team. You never know what you're going to get from them. They got absolutely obliterated in Philadelphia there. So I could definitely see it happening again here versus Miami. So you can see that cut into his minutes as well. And like I said, with Gordon Hayward back on the floor, that definitely eats into Rozier's usage as well and his shot attempts. He is just averaging 14.2 shot attempts per game over his last 9 games. That's off his pace of 16 per game on the season. And with Hayward coming back here, definitely could see Rozier shooting less shots. And like I said, Hayward eating into that shot count. And this is just a really tough matchup also with the Miami Heat here. The Heat, have allowed the 4th fewest points to guards over the last 10 games. They are 4th in defensive rating on the season. The Miami Heat are, so we'd like to see that. And Rozier has already had trouble in this matchup. He's 4 out of 5 to the under versus the Heat while with the Charlotte Hornets, and 17 out of 18 in his career versus the Heat. Now, a lot of those games in Boston, he wasn't going to score that many points, but he's only cashed the over once in his career versus the Heat, which is still significant to note. Now, there are a lot of players here listed on the injury report for the Heat. A lot of players listed as questionable. Heat still have a lot to play for here, though, guys. They're trying to wrap up the number 1 seed. They're sitting in the number 1 spot. They should at least be playing their starters in this game, trying to get that number 1 seed. A lot of teams are log jammed at the top, fighting for that number 1 seed. Right now, the Heat set about 2 games up on the team in second. So, with 3 games to go for them. So all they got to really do, if they win this game, they could potentially lock up a number 1 seed tonight. So definitely see the starters here playing for the Heat, the ones that can play. Most of them should play. There might be a few that don't play, but I'm not honestly too worried about that overall. I think we should see a majority of the bodies on the floor here for the Heat tonight. But I do love it there, guys. For number 3 pick, Terry Rozier, under 19.5 points here for the Charlotte Hornets at minus 116 odds. Okay, and finally at number 4, we are going with Drew Holiday, over 30.5 PRAs here for the Milwaukee Bucks at minus 115 odds. So guys, Holiday quietly here is 5 out of his last 5 to this line, which is what we like to see. He's been playing very well here lately, and he's drawn a terrific matchup here with the Chicago Bulls, who right now are allowing the 3rd most points, the 2nd most rebounds, and the 6th most assists to guards over the last 10 games. And it's also played out that way on the season as well. The Bulls all season really have really had trouble here versus guards. So I think Holiday here could take advantage. He's already had a couple great games versus the Bulls this year as well, posting logs at 34, 39, and he had 19 in the other game. Now in the game he had 19, there was only like 94 points on the board for the Bucks altogether, and Holiday only played 27 minutes in that game, which is way off his pace. So obviously I'm not too concerned about that. I'm looking more at the 34 and 39 and like what I see there. Like I said, Holiday drawing a terrific matchup, and he's been doing really well here lately, which is what we like to see. Now, how have point guards fared versus the Bulls lately? Well, this is 5 of the last 6 logs that I have here. You got Kyle Lowry, 31 PRAs, Reggie Jackson, 43 PRAs, and mind you, that was with Paul George on the floor as well. Alec Burks for the Knicks, 36 PRAs. Darius Garland, 39 there for the Cavs. And CJ McCollum, 34 for the Pelicans. So guards have really had their way here versus the Chicago Bulls lately, which is what we love to see. And Holiday, I also like taking his PRAs more on the road, which is where this game will be here in Chicago. Holiday averaging 30.3 PRAs per game on the road versus 29.5 at home. So he tends to be more of a road, do a little bit better there on the road, which is what we like to see. So this checks pretty much all the boxes for me, guys. Recent trend, matchup trend, recent logs there for point guards here versus the Bulls, which is what we like to see. And the Bulls here defensively, just overall, have really been struggling. They've had a lot of trouble really since January, when Lonzo Ball went down. They've just had a lot of trouble on the defensive side. So I expect that they continue here. Drew Holiday, is built for this. Honestly, he's a clutch performer when you need him to. Bucks still have a lot to play for. They're sitting in that, 2 to 4 spot. They still technically could get a number 1 seed. Who knows? Probably not. But they still have a lot to play for playoff positioning. I expect Holiday to get his full minute load here. So love it there for number 4 pick. Drew Holiday, over 30.5 PRAs here for the Milwaukee Bucks at minus 115 odds. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for our picks. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We are on the road to 5,000 subscribers. It's great to be back with you here today, guys. We had a day off yesterday, obviously, with no NBA action. Had the national championship going on there between Kansas and North Carolina, with Kansas winning there 72-69. Had a lot of fun watching it. I hope you guys did as well. Ready to get back on track with NBA today. A lot of games in the NBA today, guys. Full slate. So that's why we got 4 picks out today. Wanted to give you guys 4 picks. Normally we've been having 3 lately, so I was able to get a 4th in there today. Had a decent bit of lines out actually today because of the day off. I wish we'd have this type of selection on lines every day, but this doesn't work out that way sometimes. But yeah, guys, just make sure that we're managing our bankroll right. We sometimes go through a couple of tough days. We've had this happen before, and we respond right after it. But just bear in mind that tough days are going to come. Like I said, 1 and 2 last episode, which isn't really all that bad, but obviously it's not a winning day. We had a stretch where we had 8 straight winning days. Now the last 2 we've had 2 straight losing days. We went 1 and 2, 1 and 2 the last 2 days. So obviously we want to get back on track today, at least with a 3 and 1, hopefully a 4-0. But make sure we're managing our bankroll. We don't want to have any double downs, nothing like that. Just want to keep a nice systematic process. That's the way I'm keeping it. Very focused. Getting ready for the playoffs, getting ready for baseball season. We're going to be doing baseball vids as well, so really pumped up about that. Guys, be sure to also check out, like I said, our Discord page. It's a great place to connect with our community. You can check out our website as well, straightfirepicks.com. If you guys are interested in any type of merchandise, we sell stuff on there. Check out our Prize Picks link. Again, 100% deposit match with our code SFP, guys. It's a great, really a great app. Really have a lot of fun using it. A great team there over at Prize Picks. They just have a huge selection of stuff you can choose from. You can literally bet on anything on Prize Picks. It's really cool and put a lot of things together. So like I said, use our code SFP for that 100% deposit match or a link down below. And also if you're interested in becoming a Straight Fire MVP as well, also a great way to support the channel. So I just want to say I appreciate all you guys and all the support that you guys give at the channel. Other than that, it's going to do it for me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Let's cash out today. Let's enjoy the NBA slate today. It's huge. So let's get this 4-0. Appreciate you guys. We will catch you guys back here tomorrow. Peace out.